Are you all sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. Hi, my name's Nick. I run the rubber.com website and also the YouTube channel. And I'm just sharing a random thought for the day, and that is, has Dungeons and Dragons, the role-playing game, gone socialist? Well, what do I mean? See, I've been playing the game on and off since 1981, 82, something like that. And I started with the old first edition AD&D and the basic box set as well. And I've kind of played all the other incarnations of the game since then. And what I noticed was that there's not just a change in the rules and the game mechanics in some cases, that there's also been a change in the ethos and the culture of the game as well. And that's what I kind of wanted to sort of share here, is my thoughts that the game has shifted focus from a kind of very economic, monetary driven game into something where money has become largely irrelevant. So, back in the old first edition AD&D, a copy of which I have here, although my name's not Aaron, I bought this second hand at a bring and buy stall at a game show. So, in that old rule book, first edition Dungeon Master's Guide, how many of the rules did you actually use? Because most of us have played D&D over the years. We didn't buy the rule book and read them and use all the rules. What happens is it was usually taught to us by a GM, a Dungeon Master, who cherry-picked what rules that they wanted. And I was surprised when I went back and read all the old rules, just what had been left out by various Dungeon Masters over the years. One of them being the economic system. So a huge feature of first edition Dungeons and Dragons is that you would go on quests and you would find chests, hoards of monetary treasure, a vast amount of gold coins or silver coins or gemstones, which had considerable monetary value. And what happens is that the game intended for you back then to save that money. So gradually you would improve the quality of your armor and weapons. You would have horses and perhaps even hire henchmen and your own bodyguards. And then at ninth level, your character would then become a lord. You kind of become nobility, and you would have to claim an area of land and make it safe for human habitation, and you would build a castle. You would build a castle, or a wizard's tower, or a thieves' guild, some kind of stronghold, which would cost money, and then you would have your own little private army, which would also cost you money. So that was one area where all that gold that you were amassing would go to. The other one was that you had to pay to level up. It wasn't just enough to earn enough XP through adventuring and killing things. Once you got enough points to go up a level, then you had to pay 1,500 gold pieces per level that you wanted to go up to. So it was 1,500 gold pieces if you wanted to go from first to second level, 3,000 if you wanted to go from second to third, 4,500 from third, third to fourth, or whatever. You get the point. And so that was the other huge area, but that was a rule that was dropped. And likewise, the desire to become a lord and to set up your own stronghold and have your own small army kind of dropped by the wayside. Most players prefer to move around, as what Traveller players disparagingly refer to D&D players as murder hobos. Kind of drift around and killing various enemies for the sake of killing various enemies under the guise of a quest. You don't have the kind of the pool that Traveller has of making money and being successful in kind of business terms along with the adventuring. In D&D, the game purely became about going on quests and defeating monsters and leveling up, and the financial side fell by the wayside. So that's one thing I mean about, has the game gone more socialist? The meaning of money is devalued. There's no place in it in the way D&D has subsequently been played from first edition. So if you did find a monetary hoard in subsequent editions of D&D, the best arms and armor aren't that expensive. I think it's only about 400 gold pieces for a set of plate mail armor, which was the best you could get. So again, if we go back to an idea that you would go on a quest and you would find 5,000 gold pieces at the end of the quest, well, you could equip the party with whatever they needed. You didn't need all that extra money because you weren't going to build a tower, and you don't have to pay to level up. You don't have to go to a guild, seek out a sensei or some master of their craft and pay them to train you. So with that removed, so that's one part of the socialist aspect that D&D has become, that money is worthless. So what are you in it for? Well, to smite evil is what I'm told. I have played quite a bit of D&D with friends of mine in recent years, and a lot of them are socialists in real life, and so we get the party together, and I say to the others, you know, well, what's your character's motivation? Well, they always go, to smite evil. You know, we've got to get in there. We've got to smash all these monsters and these evil that will undermine our civilization. And that has echoes with this kind of the Antifa and the people who defend Antifa saying, well, you've got to punch a Nazi. You know, this kind of whole thing. You know, we've got to get the blow in first because they represent a threat. Well, you know, substitute Nazi for orc or goblin or giant or troll, whatever. And you go, and that's what's happened. You know, we go on these quests now not to financially reward ourselves so that we can become lords and have our land and our small army and up, you know, sort of prop up the feudal system as first edition D&D was kind of edging you towards. No, you're just in it to bash the fash. You know, you're in it to fight the monsters, and you level up. You know, you get more important. You know, because you're establishing your credentials as this fash basher in D&D terms. You know, well, you know, if I go from 4th to 5th level, that just makes me better at bashing things. Without a sense of, well, where's your character going? What does your character want out of life other than smite evil, bash the fash? So that's the second thing. And what's the third aspect of D&D that is quite socialist in its character? And that is alignment. What is alignment other than virtue signaling? This is, you know, I'm lawful good or I'm neutral good. Neutral good, that means I respect the laws that I like, and I disrespect the laws that I don't like, you know, but I'm good. At heart, I'm good, and you're evil, because that's written on your character sheet, you know, you're lawful evil, therefore you must be a fascist, and I bash you. Right, and, you know, what is this? This is just, you know, the alignment system is virtue signaling. There is no financial reward left in the game. You're just out there to bash the fash before they bash you. And that's why I think the game has got this socialist tinge to it. So what do you think? Do you think, I'm sort of just, are you sitting there thinking, how dare he, we're fascists, for like, you know, socialism rocks. Or maybe you're at the other extreme and say, well, you know, of course it's socialist, that's why I play Traveller. Or are you sitting there going, I don't know. But anyway, let me know in the comment section below. Is D&D at its heart a socialist role-playing game, or is it not? Okay, until next time, bye.